5 and 6. I see us in black and white, crystal clear and solid night, and all you got, just color. I promise that I'll love you for the rest of my life. See you standing in your dress, swearing front of all our friends, never be another. I promise that I'll love you for the rest of my life. And I want the world to witness we finally say I do. It's the way you love, I gotta give it back to you. I can't promise big fences, no sunny afternoon, but at night when I close my eyes, yes, and I see us in black and white. Could have been Nashville. Got my Nashville hat on. What could have been, people? What could have been?
Teamwork, dreamwork. How's your heel? Not bad. Not bad, not bad at all.
Can't wait for Black and White now. Very excited. It's a good tune. I like it. I like it a lot.
Listen, you're a big fan of Alcatraz, right? I want to see Alcatraz since I was a little boy. It's just around the corner. How much around the corner? It's going to take us 10 minutes on travel. We're going to do way too low, okay? Okay. Jordan? Yep. Yeah. Which one is mine? It looks like it's a baby gap.
Get all your local radio stations to play the shit out of it. And yeah, I'm very excited.
This is amazing. Guys, let's make it a little bit more creative. Let's have a little sprint to the first boy out there. Go, go. I'm going to kick your ass. Beautiful morning to do this, right? The amazing including Gangster Boss, Al Capone, Alcatraz, his art, America's most intimate.
Have I ever been to Syracuse, New York? I have, yes. Can't wait for Black and White. No, I'm not watching the news anymore. I'm watching some show Gordon Ramsay and a couple of chefs are doing. An American road trip on ITV or something. I would be waiting outside the arena right now for the show. I know. What time is it in Nashville? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It'd be 5 p.m, is it? About 6 hours different? So, I assume Fletcher probably would have went on about 7. Would that be about right? And then Capaldi on until about, I'd say actually I probably would have had to go on about 9. So I'd say Fletcher would be going on in a couple of hours. I can't remember what the stage times were going to be either. I usually like to go on about 8:30. On the Flickr tour I think I went on at 9, didn't I? There you go, John, yeah. Yeah, I would have arrived at the arena a while ago, had my dinner, maybe I probably went to the gym in the morning, probably would have got a coffee somewhere in Nashville. Oh, stroll down to the arena, try and keep the nerves down. First show, you're always so scared because you know you've rehearsed it so much, but Frank Lampard, you need a trip to Larry. I know me and Frank have the same barber. Myself, Frank, Jimmy Redknapp, Whitehall. We have the same hairdresser, Larry, who you've probably seen on my Instagram before. And I think we could all do with a belt of a scissors, to be honest, Frank. I'd love to see you. I'd say you've started wearing your hats again. And I would have been just at the arena now, just trying to relax. First show, as I said, was always the scariest because like you rehearse it so much, but it's just you in the room with me and the band. And we never really get to perform. Last time we had like a friends and family thing where each of us brought down friends and family down to our rehearsal room, and we just did like a mini gig to about 40 people and then went to the pub afterwards. But that's the closest thing you get. You go from being in a rehearsal room on your own, then arriving at the venue, doing a sound check, then on your new stage, and then you go from that to playing to 20,000 people. I don't generally get crazy nervous until I like be putting on my shoes and like put my in-ears in and doing little bits. And when you're doing those mundane tasks, it starts to kick into your head, oh shit, all these people have come to see me, I need to do a good job, play our best, get everyone riled up. It's kind of it's a weird one. You get like very nervous, and then you start, before I go on stage, I'm like, what are the words to that song, or how do you play that riff? I've forgotten how to play the riff. And then actually when you get there, it's completely fine. You dig yourself a hole in your head, and it's just like shit. But once you get a couple of songs out of the way, say hello to the crowd, feed off that for a second, you get into it, and then you can get going. And that's kind of why I wanted to start the tour in Nashville. It was my idea to start the tour in Nashville. First of all, my agent lives in Nashville, which helps. I suppose that's why he probably wanted to do that too. But I needed to start somewhere in the States that was kind of like, I had somewhere to, like, I know Nashville really well. I would have had a whole rehearsal room there for the week with the whole production, the stage setup, etc. And it's just a nice place to be getting ready for. It's a good little training camp, if you like, Nashville. And that's why I wanted to do it. And I love the crowds in Nashville as well. They're music people. They really get it and just appreciate the tunes and and I really enjoyed my last show there. All the shows, my Ryman show, the show I played outside. I can't remember the name of the venue now. But yeah, Nashville's just a good place to start. I know a lot of people there. I know the city quite well, so it would have been a nice place to get going. And then I think we were in Atlanta on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So I would have been just at the venue, had my dinner, probably just never go into my dressing room because I'd be doing that many laps of the venue, going and sitting in people's offices and going into the band's dressing room and chatting with them. I wouldn't be able to sit still, I know it. Bathed in crimson I'm gold. What else? What do I usually do before I go on stage? I remember when I was a kid, like I'd go to gigs and I'd be always like, I wonder what they're doing backstage. Like I would say it's crazy. I'd say there are parties all the time. And just like, I wonder what goes on. I'd look it's actually not as, we don't really get up to much, to be honest. We play a lot of football backstage. We play before we go on stage. We had this game last year that we played called Footnet, and we literally just got a bike rack, and you have to keep the ball off the ground. And played little games like tennis but with football, and we'd do that, and then I don't know, just general sitting around talking crap. Nothing really. I always go for a shower. I like to try and like treat going on stage like a night out. Like I get a shower I brush my teeth, like I put on an aftershave, and like I literally like properly get ready, like I'm going out. And my stylist has made like a PDF, or we have it on the iPad or whatever, and it'd be like, this is what you're wearing tonight, and I'll come up. So I know what I'm wearing each night. And Mary, the girl who does my wardrobe from New Zealand, she would have all my gear lined up, my outfit on a rail in my dressing room. And I like to have the pretty dark. As you can tell, I like the dark. So my dressing room would be quite chilled out, and candles and low level lighting, and just somewhere where I can have a couple of my acoustic guitars, and somewhere where I can just go and chill and have a nap if I need to. I don't necessarily have a rider either as well. I like to have a kettle. I always drink hot water and honey. That's kind of like my drink of choice. Caffeine is not necessarily good for your voice, so I kind of tend to try and drink my coffee during the day and then stop before we go on. Any guesses how I was going to open the show? Opener. Nice to meet you. Interesting. Nice to meet you. I'm seeing a lot of nice to meet yous. Small talk.
Oh my God, so gentle. Captain, thank you. Great job. Absolutely. Wonderful. Captain, which direction? Well, I'm just going to look it up. Just bear with me a second, right? It's kind of a couple of miles. A couple of miles. You have no idea, my friend, where we are. I know where we're going. You have no idea. Thank you very much. How do you know it's that way? Because it's the Google map. It's showing me. There is poo-poo everywhere. So far, Chateau de la Mer.
Heartbreak weather.
We've gone further than 2 miles. Are we here? Is this the fucking thing now?
Black and white, slow hands.
Look at that. This is as authentic as it looks. Authentic.
Interesting. What songs was I doing on the B stage? Come to Brazil. Come to Brazil. Can't wait to get on a plane and fly straight to Brazil. Still bend the rules, okay? Flicker. Put a little love on me, okay? Okay, we are. Interesting. How would you start the show? Like, I mean, the first, because it's more. There's obviously the poignant part is how you start, what song you start with. It's also what song you follow it with. Or how do you want to set the tone for the night? Do you want to go out of the gates, first three? I like to do like 2 songs and 3 songs and then have a chat. Get to know, get the crowd really hyped up before I chat to them. Heartbreak Weather, right, okay. Interesting. Yeah, so you write that. Everyone write down what they think the set list should open with. First 3 songs, and then we'll actually do the first 4 just to see how we're going. First 4 songs just to see what people would actually do. Would they go like that? Would they come out for on the first couple, then drop down tempo wise? It's set a tone, remember, to let people know what they're getting. I'm not saying that you're lying. I'm saying that you're lying, but you're leaving out the truth. I'm not saying that you're guilty, 'cause I don't have any through. Feeling like I'm going crazy and I don't know what to do. 'Cause on paper you don't break me, but it hurts so bad. Going Tommy at 20%. Cross your mind, heartbreak, weather, bend the rules. Wow, random. Nice to meet you everywhere. Cross your mind, then slow hands. Nice to meet you, heartbreak, weather, slow hands, black and white. Okay, so just really throw all the good songs out early. Nice to meet you, black and white, dear patient, San Francisco. What, start the gig with San Francisco? No Judgment, put a little love in me, black and white, New Angel. Barefoot in a bottle of wine. You can stay with me tonight. Cross your mind. Dear patient, no judgment, heartbreak, weather. Slow hands, nice to meet you, no judgment, jeez.
Very dubious at the beginning when you said, "Oh, America here, America there."